If I told you you had to move home today, what would you say? Yeah, exactly. I would have said, heck no, I'm not moving home. But here I am today. Welcome to Starting Over at 29. So in this series, I thought I'd hit every aspect of starting over, including living situations. Yes, I actually moved home to start over my new career, my new life, this new chapter I'm in. I actually had to move states, and I actually liked where I lived before. And that's kind of like the hardest part about it, is when you already have to find a new career, and now on top of it, you have to move, make new friends. And yes, some people could say, oh, well, you're moving home. Don't you already have friends? Well, I don't know about you, but if it's been 10 years, are you really talking to your high school friends? And if so, congratulations, that's amazing. That's not part of my story. A lot of my friends actually don't live in the same state or country as me, and that is really sad, but luckily there's FaceTimes. All in all, to say, it was gonna be a hard pill to swallow to move back home, especially if you're listening to the chatter of what people serving say. They make it sound like moving back home is accepting defeat. They make it sound like moving back home is your only option because you might be homeless, which in some circumstances that may be true. For me, I was very lucky enough to rent a place and afford a place to live, and I couldn't be any more thankful. But in the moment and the idea of starting over, this was not a fun idea. This actually was like my worst nightmare. But it's funny how God works, and in his ways that everything always does and will work out. Not in the way we think it should be, but in the way he has it done. So looking back now, yes, very happy. I remember hearing a quote once. I'm gonna jack it up. It's basically saying if you can't take 2 steps back to take a leap forward just based on perception, then it's not worth it to you. And how I will describe that is if I can't, in perception, go backwards to go forwards, it's not worth it. But I always knew it was, and this isn't going backwards. So again, I'll always bring up in each video, it's about perspective. This was financially the best decision. It made me closer to my family, and now I get to call this place home again. So I'm Lex, and if you like this series of Starting Over at 29, follow for more.